If you were to close your eyes and picture what you imagine as love, what would you see? Would you see your significant other? Would you see your parents, your friends? All of these things come to my mind too. Love can come in all kinds of different forms. Today, I will be talking to you about a love that never fails to fill us with happiness, the love from your pets. You all have pets at home, as I'm sure, and I'm sure they love you as much as you love them. I also have 2 dogs and 2 cats at home, and I love them and they love me. Pets bring love into our lives, whether it be to our immediate family, to those who may need a family, and maybe to those who just have a special attachment with their pet. I still remember the nights that my pets were brought home to my family. Pets brought more love into my already loving family, as impossible as that may seem. So, one night, I had just gotten done with dance practice, and I was sitting in the living room. My mom had come to pick me up from dance because my dad had gone to a chiropractor appointment. So I was sitting there in the living room when my dad called the house phone and asked that we open up the back door since he had a surprise for us. So my mom opened up the back door and a little puppy ran into the house. My mom did not like the dog. She did not want the dog. She thought it was going to be too much work. So she said, "Take that thing back where it came from." And she also said, "What are we going to feed it?" When my dad held up a little baggie that the chiropractor had given him, which is where we got the dog, he held up a little baggie with food, and he said, "Don't worry, I have some." At this point, my mom knew that she couldn't really turn the dog away since me and my brothers had already been attached to it. Now, 7 years later, Hoover and my mom are best friends, and they sleep together, and he sleeps on her feet every night. A Humana article, Find Happiness with a Pet, says that stroking your cat or dog can lower blood pressure and make you feel calmer. This shows that pet love can make you feel happier. This is scientifically proven. Maybe this is why Hoover grew on my mom. Pets also spread love to those in need of family. When I was home over Easter break last year, my grandparents asked me and my brothers to go with them to pick out a new kitten. All of their kids had grown up and moved away from home, so they were feeling kind of lonely in their house. So we all went to Angels for Animals in Canfield, Ohio, and we picked out a little orange kitten named Penny. They took Penny home, and Penny was so happy that she had a new home, and she quickly made a new friendship with my grandpa. Penny and my papa are best friends. She will follow him wherever he goes, whether it be to the garden or to my great-grandma's house next door. They can now take care of Penny, now that they don't have kids to take care of in their house, and that makes them feel better about themselves. Adina East from Caring People says, ownership therapy, where an aging loved one living at home has a pet in the house, is proven to be the most effective type of pet therapy. So, again, this is scientifically proven that the love and affection that my grandparents are receiving from Penny will make them happier and healthier. Pets also have a huge impact on their owners. Sarah Jean Terry from Cuteness says, cats are such careful observers of our lives that when we change up our routine, say because we're sad or ill, they will notice. My grandma, every year for Christmas, has a Christmas party that we call Santa Night. She brings the guy dressed as Santa, who comes to her house and gives us all presents out of his big sack. So last year for Christmas on Santa Night, my great-grandpa sat down on Santa's lap, and he pulled out a little bag that had a kitten inside. We were all so shocked that he had gotten a kitten from Santa, and it was super cute. As soon as the cat popped out of the bag, we asked my grandpa what he was going to name the cat, and without hesitation, he said Lizzie. From that point on, Lizzie and Pap were best friends. Lizzie would always snuggle on his lap, and she loved to sleep on the back of his chair, and whenever Pap had the little laser toy, she would always love to play with him. My Pap, unfortunately, passed away about a week ago. Lizzie was in his obituary, which I'm sure he would be happy to hear, and also the picture that the funeral home posted of him was a picture of Lizzie sitting on his shoulder. My grandma said that Lizzie could tell that he was getting sick and within his last weeks of life. She said that within his last couple days, Lizzie would spend a lot more time with him than she usually did. She would always be sleeping on his lap or on the back of his chair. She never wanted to play, but she was always there for him to hold and snuggle. I don't know where my Pap ended up, I hope I know where he ended up. And I hope that he has the love of Lizzie with him. And I'm sure that Lizzie will not forget him. The love of pets can warm any heart. Pets bring love to those who think they might not need it, those who are lonely, or maybe those who are just in need of a new friend. Dr. Alan McConnell of Psychology Today says, pets provide meaningful social support for owners, generally improving their lives. Pets provide love in all stages of life, whether it be for young children, those whose kids have moved on and grown up and moved away, or those who may be in their last stages of life. Love comes in all different forms, of course. Pets' love might be the most pure of them all.